Zaka, as an organization, I have already made my position clear on this issue, and I think that should be respected. My one word to Raghav Chadha ji would be, Raghav ji, leave it to the Indian Army and in the Indian government. Please just be behind them. You are not privy to the facts, you are not privy to the realities, you are not privy to the strategies. So your making a statement about what should be done and what should not be done may not be very appropriate. And Raghav ji, एक और चीज याद रखिएगा, there is a very famous Hindi saying, कहीं पे निगाहें, कहीं पे निशाना. Let's not get into this. The need of the hour is that the entire polity must be seen to be behind the army, behind the government,
okay,
and unitedly fighting.
Okay, I got to take a break. I got to take a break. When I come back, no, I really need to take a break. I will get Raghav also to respond to what Sudhanshu ji has said. Quick break. When we come back, we'll go back to Meher as well on this wedge between civil and military in the light of the CNN News 18 expose, what the Indian Express carried a couple of days back. Really, I mean, how is this going to play itself out in the next month or so as Rahil Sharif is due to retire? Will he retire? Will he get an extension? If he goes, then will Nawaz Sharif be able to put his man as the next COAS? Quick break. We're back in 2 minutes for further conversation.
It is despicable what Rahul Gandhi ji has said. I was just hoping, and I just appeal to everybody that sanity should prevail and we should be standing behind the army and the government as a united polity. But a word like khoon ki dalali, I think it is blatantly shameful. It is something which is beneath contempt. It is something which is reflected of a perverse mindset. It is something which has no words for its condemnation. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you are the vice president of a party which has ruled this country.
Okay.
Realize your responsibility as a nationalist. Realize that in the hours of crisis of this great nation, how polity is expected and how you as an individual and you as a party is expected to behave.
Okay, just give me a moment. I'm going to play that Rahul Gandhi soundbite again. He was concluding his UP Yatra. This was the last day, and he's spoken about the surgical strikes less than a week after he congratulated the Prime Minister. Today, Rahul Gandhi saying that the Prime Minister is hiding behind the troops and he's doing khoon ki dalali. Let's listen in. To respond to that. Sudhanshu Mittal to respond to that.
Decision is wisdom, whether that is okay, that's their
No,
call.
Sudhanshu Mittal, the Congress's accusation is the BJP is the one that started the politicization. Look at the Defence Minister's statement. Look at the statements that are put out by others. Why are you blaming Rahul Gandhi? That's Ajay Kumar's defence.
I am really sad at the narrative which is being unleashed by my two worthy colleagues. I don't think this is patriotic. I don't think it is nationalist. A khoon ki dalali of the army is a word which Mr. Rahul Gandhi is not expected to even dream of what to say about uttering, and that too for a Prime Minister. No Prime Minister, we have been in opposition for a long time, but we have never accused any Prime Minister of being anti-nationalist or working against the interests of the defence forces. This is the first time that any responsible politician has ever made this charge against a Prime Minister of this country.
No, but what about the question he asked you, Sudhanshu ji? Dr. Ajay Kumar asked a very specific question. He said, can you give an assurance? No, Sudhanshu ji, hear me out. He asked a very specific question. Can you give an assurance that you will not release videos just to score political points? You will not release videos just before the UP or Punjab elections to milk politics out of what is essentially a national security matter. Can you give that assurance?
Zaka, the elections are due in February, March. We are fighting Pakistan. Right now, the only thing in mind is what to do with Pakistan. And you are thinking about elections? Is that not exhibition of a perverse mindset? Is it not an exhibition of the lack of nationalistic responsibilities which all these people are supposed to have?
Okay, let me get
talking elections.
Yeah, let me get Raghav Chadha. Let me get Raghav Chadha back in. I mean, here's the real tragedy. I mean, it pains me. It pains me, and I want to say this to all the representatives who are there from political parties today, whether it's the Congress, BJP, Aam Aadmi Party. You know, why can't we have a political consensus in this country on national security, Raghav Chadha? When Osama...
When you make these observations, you are completely out of your mind.
I didn't make these observations. Raghav Chadha made these observations. Don't blame it on me, please.
Okay, then he's out of his mind. He's out of his mind. He's a liar. He just said Defense Minister in Agra is asking for votes. Is he mad?
Please, come on. Don't use such language. Don't use such language.
Why not?
Please, Zaka, please ask him to hold his horses, not use such language.
You are a liar.
Please, sir.
I please request you, Sudhanshu, please. Let's not degenerate this conversation. You want to make a political point? Please make a political point, but please, let's mind our language. Please, it's a civilized conversation.
Did the Defence Minister ask for votes in Agra?
Be civilized. Be civilized in your responses.
Who's lying? You are a liar.
Be civilized in your responses, sir. Be civilized in your responses.
I am stable.
Sudhanshu,
I know. This is what the
let's not have. No, please. Let us not have foul language on air, please. Please.
Has the Defense Minister
Mr. Zaka,
I'm asking you.
Well, you can carry on, Zaka, you can carry on with this discussion with him. I would not want to indulge in this mudslinging. I'm least interested in listening to these defamatory comments from somebody who's representing the ruling party.
No narrative.
He's asking you a question. He says the Defense Minister was not asking for votes.
Okay, first of all, Zaka, I would really hope that you invite spokespersons on your channel who are happy to indulge in a healthy debate in a civilized manner, not people who use such derogatory terms and make these defamatory statements. Number one. Number two, calm down, sir. Calm down. I'm responding. Calm down. Calm down, sir. Calm down. Have a glass of water. Calm down. Relax. Now, as far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, Zaka, I would request you to send your reporter. I would send you, please sir, calm down, let me speak, I'm responding. Kindly hold your horses. Now, Zaka, I would really request you to send your reporter to poll-bound states and see what the leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party are doing. And under the garb of these surgical strikes, the Defense Minister and his other cabinet colleagues are seeking votes. I would request you to play his entire clipping. Zaka, I cannot. I would not wish to indulge in this.
No. Let's not degenerate this conversation. But Raghav Chadda, stick to the question. Did the Defense Minister ask for votes?
Well, the Defense Minister, a Defense Minister addressing a political gathering has been indulging in chest thumping. He has been saying that the Indian Army did not have the courage and the strength. I am completing. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Let me complete. Let me complete. The Defense Minister is saying that the Indian forces did not have the courage or the strength, and suddenly under this leadership they have found and discovered or rediscovered this strength. Number one. Number two, in every poll-bound state, posters have been put up saying that because the BJP successfully conducted surgical strikes, you should vote for us. And the Defense Minister, I would request your channel to play the entire speech of the Defense Minister. Please put out the entire speech of the Defense Minister. The Raksha Mantri has been asking for votes. He has been tom-tomming about it in every poll-bound state, and particularly in the parts of Uttar Pradesh. The Raksha Mantri in his gathering in Agra today is seeking votes. Please put out the entire video footage and please invite people who know how to indulge in a civil debate. These people are uncivilized. I can only debate with somebody who's civilized.
You are a liar. Your chief minister is a liar.
Wait. Can we get some order back into the debate, please? Can we get some order back into the debate? Sudhanshu Mittal, the fact is that he may not have asked for votes, but the fact is that a lot of BJP members, including ministers and including the Defense Minister, have been flaunting these surgical strikes as a matter of pride, as a matter of, only this government could have done it. When the fact of the matter is, surgical strikes have happened in the past also, except it hasn't been publicized. So at some level, everybody knows Uttar Pradesh is going to polls. He said this in Agra. At some level, he's also playing into the politics of the surgical strikes. It's not like he's refraining from it.
Zaka, this observation is completely uncalled for. It has got no substance. It is just politicizing anything for a vested interest. I am asking you, has he talked about votes? No. Has he talked about votes for BJP? No. What has he talked? He has talked about the might of the Indian Army. Here is a man who is lying with impunity, saying he asked for votes. He has no courage to admit that
he did. I'll come to that.
He did not. Secondly, Zaka, if the Indian Army has done something great, should the ministers not say, bravo, the Indian army has done something great. Should they not say it? Should they not praise the army? If you are praising the army, it is politicizing. You talk about a poster put up by some obscure person becomes an excuse for a Rahul Gandhi to say that ये दलाली कर रहे हैं, खून की दलाली इनकी कर रहे हैं. अच्छा क्या दलाली करी है? जिंदगी में जिन लोगों ने सारी उम्र दलाली के पैसे खाए हो, they can only think about दलाली. How despicable. Rahul Gandhi is out of his mind, and so is the chief minister of this man, who on the national channel has the audacity
Raghav, respond to that. Raghav, respond to that.
I am not getting. I'm not getting into a debate.
I'm once again requesting. Let's keep this civilized, please. Raghav, please respond, and I'll have to go back to that Rahul Gandhi fight again.
I don't think we should be debating an Aam Aadmi party which has no local standard to be on the
Raghav Chadda.
Well, Zaka, these will be my last comments on your show, because I cannot debate with somebody who wants to use such derogatory language and behave in such an uncivilized manner.
I would not even like to
that I wish to make are as follows.
Wait, let him speak, no, please. Let him speak. Sudhanshu ji, please. You can't carpet bomb this debate. Let him speak. Please let him speak. Raghav Chadda, please make your point.
A couple of things. First, as far as the question of praising the Indian armed forces are concerned, the ministers who are running the government should certainly indulge and certainly must congratulate our brave soldiers and those who are running these or carrying out these successful operations. But this can happen in the press conferences of the government of India. This can happen in the press conferences that the ministers hold as ministers. But if somebody in a political rally, the Raksha Mantri, being a political leader of the BJP, addressing a political rally in Agra, milking these surgical strikes, and says that you vote for us because we conducted these surgical strikes, you put posters of Prime Minister Modi and saying because successful surgical strikes were conducted by BJP, therefore you should vote for us. Is this not politicizing? All I'm trying to say is that you are not only harming your own political interest, you are demoralizing the Indian army. You are demoralizing the Indian armed forces by politicizing it. You are compromising with the national security and the national interest of India. Yes, the Raksha Mantri is soliciting votes. The Raksha Mantri is politicizing the Indian army. The Raksha Mantri is soliciting votes. And the Raksha Mantri is milking the surgical strike for political gains, and he must stop from doing this. The very fact that senior leaders of the BJP are asking Congress and other parties to not politicize these operations, they must also reflect and understand that politicizing the Indian army and milking these surgical strikes is not the way to approach this. Kindly stop doing this. Zaka, I cannot further indulge in a shouting match.
We'll let Raghav Chadda and Sudhanshu Mittal go. I want to bring in Pallavi Ghosh.